we're good.
That's what I
You
was
can start it.
Okay. Welcome. You ruined me. How dare you? Welcome to. How dare you, Peter?
I apologize.
Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm done. I'm
Watch
done.
him.
I'm done.
Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast. Not to be confused with Julio's podcast.
I watched that. Did I mention?
What is
I
that?
actually went over and watched Julio's podcast on YouTube.
How was that?
Oh, how
it's
is it?
actually not bad. The dude knows his stuff. He
Cool.
reviews the figures, the Zords, and the action figures and stuff like that. So yeah, go. I'll give a shout out to Julio. Go check out his channel, his podcast as well.
We should
with
partner
the same
with him.
name.
Yeah, I probably should get in contact with him.
Yeah,
Well, we'll see.
Get him like on Skype and just have him
yeah.
like right here.
just have a
pretty good,
conversation
yeah.
with him.
I am Nick, aka IronBet1993, and I am joined by
Emilio.
And Ice Chip, Andy, over here. I do stuff.
Do stuff. Okay.
And today's topic is prostitution, which is fitting, being that I'm sitting with the two biggest whores I know.
Okay. You go ahead and believe that if you
Okay.
want to.
I cost $5 for an hour.
Good lord.
$5 for an hour.
$5?
$5 per hour.
Anything
That's
more?
a lot.
It's $6.
Good lord. That's like $2
$6.
beers an hour. Anyway.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
let's kick it off.
Yeah, let's talk about episode 6.
The tooth hurts.
Oh, Power
and man,
Rangers Dino
that is a
Charge.
perfect metaphor for that episode, for how I felt while watching it.
Yeah.
This is as bad as going to
I
the
almost
dentist.
didn't finish the episode. I was just like, I can't
You got
do
to that
it.
one-
Did you really?
You got to that one scene.
You got to the
I
one
know
scene?
exactly where
Yeah, I
he
did.
almost
I got
quit.
to that scene and I was just like, I can't do it. I can't. I'm like, this is physically hurting me to
It's
watch.
not
this.
I had to do it. Like,
You have to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's like
So-
me. I have to go see movies. I have to.
Yeah.
Review.
yeah.
I'm plugging you.
It was very...
Can you feel it?
Yeah, I can. Thank you. Feels nice.
I even
Yeah.
shared it. I was like, this is probably one of his best reviews.
Well, I
It's
mean, because,
hilarious.
like...
I love how you're like, this is not as bad as Breaking Black, which is it so obviously is.
I don't
Like,
think
it's
he was trying to be
really-
nice about it, you know.
Yeah, like...
It's really close to
You know,
being-
he really like when I was listening to it, I'm like, he wants to say this is the worst episode.
He does.
Yeah.
But he wanted to
You
give it the
did.
benefit of the doubt.
But I
Yeah.
still think it gets beaten out by episode 2.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
still really hate
episode
that,
2.
What
It's
are you talking
terrible.
But episode 6 had a moment that completely took me out of the episode.
It did, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I can't-
2 does not beat this in any way.
2 has to
You
beat
can
it.
argue
doesn't.
maybe
Here's why.
you can argue maybe the last episode, but you cannot argue this episode.
No.
There's just no
Episode-
physically possible way.
Episode 2 is worse because going into it, we were expecting better episodes.
That's true, but
In a
going
way.
into this, I was expecting something better.
Yeah, no, which it wasn't better than Breaking Black. I contest that this
I
is the
don't know,
worst
man.
episode of the season. I still
It's-
hated a lot.
I'm on
less
the same level
than
with him.
episode 2.
When I can't watch the episode, I'm just like, no, I'm done.
It's not.
Well, I
good.
mean, like the thing that I kept gravitating towards is like it's better written than Breaking Black slightly.
Slightly.
Though they do have some really
That's because
stupid
half the
moments, two
dialogue is
specific
Riley's.
stupid moments, which I had to put in the review because
I'm just like, I'm convinced that officially the Black Ranger is just an asshole.
Oh yeah, he's terrible. Oh wow,
not a good person.
I was okay with Chase after Breaking Black. No, this time he's not.
I literally see
not a good
nothing
person. It's
wrong. I like this entire episode is like, I don't see why the Green Ranger is
in the wrong. At
completely
all.
in the wrong.
Yeah, I don't
Not-
get it
not
either.
at all.
It was so weird because
It makes no
it's
sense.
like, no, you need to learn how to better understand him. He just doesn't get
Because the
me.
way
He
I
just
felt the
doesn't
Black
get me.
Ranger, the only reason he went and searched was because the Green Ranger was like, oh no, you can't search. So he just
Yeah.
wanted to prove him wrong.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like-
the way I
exactly
felt.
what happened. It was in spite.
It's
it was
just-
definitely in spite. And then, of course, and I pointed out to him, he's our second in command for the season.
He's not.
He is, though. Like, in rank, he is our second in
Well,
command.
yeah,
when
in
Tyler is
rank
absent,
by-
he's in charge.
Yeah.
And that's really, really hard.
Prob-
but, I mean, who else is going to do it?
No,
I
I
still
will
say
contest
Shelby.
that. Having seen episode 7, I will contest that.
We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
So-
Okay, I haven't seen that, so
We're not going to talk about
All
that.
right,
Back
yeah.
to episode
Back
6.
to episode 6. Like,
Okay, Sledge. I pointed this out to Nick. All right, at the beginning of the episode,
what was that?
Cavity comes in and he makes the cake for Poisandra, and then Sledge comes in and he's like, "You need to give that cake to the Rangers," and then blows it up.
Yeah,
and I thought that was hilarious when I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't catch that the first time, and then we were watching like the third time, and he's like, "Dude, he just blew up the cake." I was like, "Oh yeah."
I was surprised. I was like, why didn't Nick point this out?
I was gonna, but like the whole scene is just so stupid. Like he literally walks in, "You're a monster. It doesn't matter what you do. Go kill the Rangers."
And it actually opens up a huge plot hole, which is, does Sledge know where their base is?
He
like where the
doesn't.
museum is? Nick says he doesn't.
He can't know, because if he did, he would have destroyed it.
Okay, that brings up a very good point, though. Why put the poison in the restaurant? Or maybe
that's what I was saying. Like, how did he just happen to be there?
Maybe
like,
he doesn't know where the base is, but he knows where it's close by.
Yeah,
that's true.
Like he knows where the
general area.
He knows that they hang out at the museum, but he doesn't know that's where the base is.
Right. He knows they work there.
Yeah.
So that's a good assumption.
Yeah. That's a decent assumption. That was just something I was thinking about. I was like, that dude never made it to Sledge's ship to tell him where the base was.
Yeah.
Tyler ran his ass over.
Yeah. I did like Tyler in this episode when just Riley slaps the cake out of his hand.
Yeah.
And he's just like, it's a bit tasteless. I love that.
That was a great delivery on that guy's
amazing.
part.
And I think the apology was like the worst part about this entire
wow.
That
episode.
was the absolute worst bit.
Well, because like it was worse for me because I kept thinking, I was like, why is this so bad? Oh yeah, because in the third episode when literally Chase is again acting like a douche, and then by the end of it, like him and Tyler both apologize to each other. No, Riley's completely in the wrong. Chase did absolutely nothing wrong. He's the best.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, and it bothered me so much.
It's terrible. And I actually went back and watched episode 3 for that reason.
Oh, yeah?
Chase is really inconsistent. Like, terribly written.
What do you mean?
Like, in...
Like, you know how he apologized and he seemed like he really wanted to do good, and then... In these episodes, it just like it turned like a 360. Like he just doesn't care almost.
And like in episode 2, he's talking about how they need to work as a team with Tyler, and that's the plot of the episode and whatever. And then switch over to Breaking Black, and he's just goofing off by himself all the freaking time. Like he has no regard for what's happening.
Yeah,
and it comes off very clear.
Yeah,
and his interaction with the Rangers, especially Shelby, is very much like reflective of how we feel about him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's not very likable. It's weird because
as how we as the audience.
I'm almost able to say I think I hate him more than I hate the Doc.
I think I hate him more than Gia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will. He's Dominic. That's pretty much where we're at this point.
I guess so.
Yeah, if nothing gets better for this guy.
Well, I mean, he's not Dominic because the show. This is again an episode that, like Breaking Black, put Chase on this big pedestal. Oh, Chase is amazing. He does nothing wrong. And it's crazy.
Since we're not going to get an episode next week because the KCAs, I would like to ask a question. Where do their power-ups go?
What?
Like, they get one every episode.
Yeah.
Like, an episode, what was it, episode 6, in the Tooth Hurts. What was it? It was
they got the sword, the Stego Saber.
The Stego Saber.
Which was awesome, I will give it that.
The Stego Saber and the combination of the Velociraptor Charger and where was it? I keep wanting to say Parazord.
Chase's Morpher.
Yeah, Chase's Morpher.
Is what it's called, which is weird because they did that in episode 3 with Tyler and Coda.
Yeah, no. The action scenes in Breaking Black are actually worth the episode, and the
I don't know, man. Like it really bothers me that
Cavity actually becomes pretty menacing. Like you can tell the Sentai version of him is horrifying. The Algar thing.
This brings me to another point. Like, what the hell happened in that alley?
Oh,
seriously, I don't understand. Like, because he's sitting there talking to Poisandra, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden he just goes all evil and super. And I don't what.
Well, I think he was. Originally, he just was using Poisandra to get out of prison.
Okay.
Like, she was talking about the wedding or whatever with Sledge passing by his cell, and he was like, I make cake, you know? Because that's enough for Poisandra to be like, okay.
Yeah, that's true. It's just weird. This whole thing was...
I don't know. That's all.
Super bad.
I can bullshit really well.
I really didn't get the whole tooth thing. Like, it was literally a moment that just stops the entire episode.
As they're morphing.
It was like one of those things where I stopped and I was like, what the hell am I watching here? What is going on? Why am I watching this? Why am I wasting my time while watching this?
Because you have to review it too.
Yeah, and I just had to look at it.
Like, did you just like? I imagine you like literally like just pressing pause, getting up, going outside, looking up at the sky, just like, what am I doing?
What am I doing with my life? Yeah, it's one of those things. Like it was really terrible, and it was actually a lot worse.
It is
watching it multiple times for the review.
It's almost my least favorite episode of Power Rangers, like of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
Even beating the one
Power of the Rhino?
No, the other one.
Which one?
Not the Power of the Rhino. The Last Laugh.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely beat Last Laugh for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope.
Only because
it can't beat Last Laugh for us, man.
Well, yeah, because you saw all of Megaforce. I didn't.
You don't have to. That's just a terrible episode.
No, I agree. It's bad.
I can't say that it beat Last Laugh because Last Laugh was just so terribly written.
Well, because it's so terribly written, acted, and unnecessary that it's just bleh.
Yeah.
At least you can argue there was at least some parts of decent dialogue in here.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing when they were getting onto what's his name because he was on Earth for so many years and never brought back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, they're building up that conflict between Poisandra and Fury.
Yeah,
really, really
he's gonna kill her at some point, which is weird.
Yeah, Nick has this theory he's gonna kill her and blame it on the Rangers.
Yeah, I can only see that going one of two ways: is that he either kills her and blames it on the Rangers, or Sledge gets so obsessed with trying to destroy the Rangers that he really doesn't care what happens to her.
Yeah, he like casts her aside,
and she ends up dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
not for Sledge.
I don't know, because like Poisandra doesn't strike me as the one that's going to be like loyal.
Yeah. No, but back when I was saying about the power ups, like we haven't seen the Dino Spike or the freaking Dino Cycles.
That's true. We haven't seen the Dino
That is
Cycles.
true. We got introduced to them, but we never seen them.
A fight scene with those. We never actually see what they can do other than be motorbikes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, we got one. We got the fight scene. We got a fight scene when they were introduced. We haven't gotten one since. It's just weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm basing this all on time management, and they just want to say, "Look, it's here." That way, we don't have to do a whole episode on introducing the Dino Cycles.
I don't know. It feels marketable.
Yeah,
that is true. That is true.
It feels like oh hey, we can sell these as toys in stores and make a quick buck. And I hate that. I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
Especially in Power Rangers where they they used to be really creative with it. And
well, I mean they used
functional.
Well, that's not true because like at the end, near the end of season 3 for MPR, they just introduced the Shark Cycles randomly. And just because.
See,
and they only use those things twice.
I don't even remember those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But what was weird to me about this whole thing is like this is a terrible episode. And then I watched Black Nerd's review. And he really liked this.
I also watched it.
I was
last
confused.
Night. Did he? Yeah, really liked this episode?
He was like, yeah, this is pretty good. Like he said like the conflict between Chase and Riley is what pulls this thing through. And when you can get a good story out of this stupid premise, good on the writers and the actors for that. And
I can't agree with him. I can't agree with him.
I couldn't. I was like, no.
I think.
And then I started like thinking, am I crazy? That was a terrible episode, right?
No, I thought I couldn't. Like I said, I couldn't watch it.
And I actually agree with what you said. The message was all over the board. They had no idea what they wanted to say.
Yeah, it was definitely.
What the moral was going to be.
By the way, I want to say, in your review, you totally butchered Breaking Black.
Oh, really?
Yes. I don't know what you said, but it wasn't breaking.
What was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was like, I listened and I was like, wait, what? And I went back and listened again and I was like,
oh.
I was like, did he not notice that? Or, but yeah, you totally butchered the name.
I'm pretty well. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it because I watch these things like multiple times before I upload them. So.
It's that whole thing like whenever you're writing a paper, you don't notice your mistakes until somebody else reads it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Like when you messed up Pidgeot.
Yeah.
Plus, you were really, really pissed off about that episode.
like
you got progressively more pissed off. I don't understand how you could get that angry and not
like
be
when
this is the worst episode of the season.
You know it's bad when he this is. I was just like,
well, because it's a terrible episode title, but I went into this thinking, okay, this episode title is stupid, but you know what? I thought that Fool's Hour was stupid, and I actually ended up loving that title.
Yeah, Fool's Hour was great.
This was exactly what
your
you
voice
expect
just
from that.
just kept going
up and
why
up
does
and
this
faster
exist?
And faster and stop talking.
I couldn't.
I was surprised
it got worse as the episode went on.
Yeah.
Once it took that one wrong turn with.
Once it got to the end, we were I'm sure everybody realized the full extent of your angerness.
Yeah, it was just because I went after I did the whole synopsis thing. I went back and I was like, okay, I know that I don't hate this as much as Breaking Black. What are the positives? Stego Saber. That's it. I couldn't come up with anything else after that. I was like, well, ugh.
It's okay,
stupid.
buddy.
It's not okay.
I couldn't get
not
it.
a good episode. It's still not my.
You did your job,
episode.
though.
I had no expectation for it after Breaking Black.
I did. I was hoping,
still managed to let me down.
I was hoping for it to be at least a step up from Breaking Black.
Once I realized that Chase was going to be a focal character,
but then
I gave
Chase
up on
just
everything.
ruins a lot of things. I don't want him to get another episode that even half focuses on him because he just ruins a lot of it.
He needs it though. Is the thing I think that's
Yeah.
why they paired him with Riley is because hey, didn't do anything for the last episode, so let's try it again, and they still screwed it up. I'm not sure how.
I did really like that though.
Want to know how? You want to know how?
How?
Because too many ideas were clashing with each other. That's the only way I can explain it.
This is the problem with having 3 writers.
Yeah, they had 3 writers on this one also, like they did on Breaking Black.
Were they the same?
No.
They were 3 different writers.
I think they were.
Holy
I'd have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure they were 3 different writers.
crow.
But I think at least 2 of them were the same.
Gosh.
So
I'm
which
sorry.
is weird because one of them's Chip Lynn, who wrote the second episode. And I really like that one.
I hate episode 2.
I know you do.
Let's move on to a lighter note. How about that? Let's get off this terrible episode.
Right,
okay,
well,
let's.
Talking about video game news real quick. I heard a rumor about MKX, or it's not a rumor; it's been confirmed already that Predator is going to be a playable character,
and Jason Voorhees.
I don't know what that's about.
You don't know why they got those characters in?
Well, I don't know why they feel the need to give these characters. Like, while it would be super cool to fight as Predator again,
I feel like his fighting style would be a lot like the Robo Sub-Zero.
You want to know why they're? You want to know why they're doing it, right?
Why?
Because there's rumor of like Predator, more Predator movies and stuff like that coming out.
Yeah, sure.
And so publicity, like we're getting another Jason Voorhees movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be found footage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa, hold on, wait.
It's gonna be found footage.
I thought about it for more than a few seconds. It could work.
Maybe
on paper.
I don't know, man.
Work.
Like,
it I think the found footage genre is definitely dead. Unfriended is the worst movie in the world.
Don't you dare bring up that thing. That thing is a blasphemy, and I never want to see it exist.
That movie is getting closer, and they're actually showing like the trailer on in front of YouTube videos now, and I keep watching it, and they're trying so hard.
They're pushing it really
hard.
hard.
So hard to sell this movie. And
I saw like this article like why you should see this movie, and I'm like, who the hell wrote this?
Yeah. The director,
executives.
I'm like, they must have paid a lot for this.
Yeah, it's
and talking about YouTube trailers. Get Hard is a movie keeps coming up on the YouTube. And
what do you think? Because Get Hard is a movie.
I just found out what it's about. Like I've seen trailers for weeks.
I think
it
has the potential to be good. I'm gonna say it. I think it has the potential to be good.
I don't think Will Ferrell is funny anymore.
He has died down some. That is true. He has died down.
I don't think Kevin Hart's ever been all that funny. He can be a banana. That's great. Yeah, sure, fine. That's a term.
Okay.
In acting.
Okay.
During the show business.
Okay.
You don't have to explain it. Sorry. Okay. You don't have to explain it.
It's like Lou Costello. He would be a banana to Bud Abbott.
Oh,
I mean, it's not a.
Who's the straight man?
So, I mean, the movie concept isn't a completely bad idea.
Well, my main problem with it is that like it seems like they're marketing it the exact same way as they did the one that he did with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
It feels like it's the same movie,
Right
but
on.
it's got different actors. Yeah.
I liked Grudge Match.
Oh yeah, he was in Grudge Match.
He was in Grudge Match.
The only reason I'm saying this is just because I just recently saw The Wedding Ringer, and I laughed my fucking ass off.
I didn't think anything in that trailer was funny.
What is this? I don't think I've ever actually even.
The Wedding Ringer was the one that he did with Josh Gad.
Oh, okay.
Where he plays the best man, and he gets like a bunch of best mans to play.
Yeah.
For this wedding.
I don't know. Like I watched that trailer and I was just like, man, none of this is funny. I think this movie's gonna suck.
Me and Chris went and saw it, and we laughed our asses off. And Chris is like a harsh movie critic.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I might
He was
have to give it a watch
he
then.
was really unhappy after Godzilla.
I will watch movies with Josh Gad. I loved him in the Book of Mormon.
Okay.
But I think I really hate to say, but I think he might be a one-trick pony.
Well, I mean, I think
he's only built for one role.
Yeah, I think he's good if he's given the right type of role.
Yeah.
If I rent this movie and brought it to y'all, would you actually watch it?
Which one, The Wedding Ringer?
The Wedding Ringer?
Maybe.
Just to give it a chance.
Maybe just to give it a chance.
Maybe just to give it a shot. Watch through it. I mean, we made it through Due Date, so I'm pretty sure we can make it through The Wedding Ringer.
I'm sorry.
Due Date was awful. He called me so I could watch that movie.
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, dude, you gotta come see this
I got
movie.
to the point where, like, there's that scene where they get Robert Downey Jr. off the plane and the guy's talking to him. He's like, well, you know, Forrest Gump, he ran all the way across the country and he was pretty stupid. And right at that point I was like...
No.
Though I will say that...
that movie...
Robert Downey Jr. carries a good chunk of that movie. He carried me through most of the scenes.
Well, Herberdura. I don't know why Zach Galifianakis is famous. I'm not sure.
He's a good comedian. He's just not very good. He's playing a certain type, and unfortunately, that's not working.
So
it's like the Melissa McCarthy thing.
So in other possibly horrible movie news, Pixels.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah. You saw that coming. Yes,
I saw this trailer.
Oh God!
Nick actually had me watch this trailer.
Man!
Like I looked at it, and then I saw Adam Sandler, and I'm like,
well, here's the thing. Like
Nick, he wouldn't tell me what the movie was about when he showed me the trailer. He goes, "I need you to watch this trailer." I went, "Okay, what's it about?" I don't want to tell you.
Okay, so you guys know this was this whole concept came from a YouTube video.
A short film, yeah.
Yeah, a short film that they did.
Really?
New age versus old age kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And who picked it? I was like, oh man, that would make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And let's face it, the only people that are going to go see this are the older people who've actually played these games.
See,
well, I mean, I've played those games, and I have no desire to... Well, I have a little bit of desire to see this. Peter Dinklage is in the movie. Don't look at me like that.
Okay.
Peter Dinklage, he's a dwarf.
Well, here's the thing, like, because I was watching this...
he's also a badass actor. I loved the Death at a Funeral, but...
you need to see Knights of Badassdom. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, that's right, it is on... I heard that movie wasn't very good.
It was interesting. I'll say that much. It's in no way is that movie good, but it's interesting. But Pixels,
like Pixels, I was watching the trailer and I was like, man, this is a really neat concept. And then I see Adam Sandler.
That's exactly what.
And then I saw Kevin James and I was like, okay, we can still do this. The concept is still good enough. I'm still, wanting to see this movie, kinda. And then we get to the last scene, and oh my god, it was the most predictable thing and the most unfunny thing because I saw it. I knew exactly what was going to happen.
I did not laugh once.
I didn't, and then as soon as that's the scene that ended the trailer, and I was like, well, no, I'm not going to see this movie.
Yeah. I think I will see this movie as a guy who didn't. Well, no, I watched a little bit of Jack and Jill. I watched like 20 minutes of it.
I couldn't get through it, man. Nope. Jack and Jill was awful.
Watched it on Netflix. I regret everything.
Did you watch all of it?
All of it.
Holy crap, dude!
How did you do that?
How many drugs
I got to the dinner.
I was
scene.
watching it as I played video games. That was the only way I got through that.
Because
I lost interest after like the first 10 minutes, and I'm just like, I can't.
It's like the most.
It's not working.
It's like the most uncomfortably unfunny thing.
Yeah.
That movie, and I was just kind of like, And then my mom was watching that movie and decided to call me and my brother roommates, and that infuriated me even more.
Oh God,
it was terrible. But as long as we're on the topic of Adam Sandler, did you hear what happened to The Cobbler?
Oh, what happened?
Cobbler?
That movie was supposed to come out with Cinderella, and that didn't happen.
Obviously.
Well, because I remember telling you about this movie, but I didn't know it was going to come out.
It was supposed to come out on Cinderella, but it didn't happen because the studio retracted and decided that they weren't going to release it in theaters. They were going to release it on video on demand. To try and make some money off of it because they didn't think anybody was going to see it.
Well, nobody was because nobody knew what it was.
Yeah.
Nobody even heard about this movie.
Well,
and then
I read about a movie that only made $20 at a box office, so there's that.
Which one was that?
I can't remember. What was her name? Katherine Heigl from Knocked Up. Yeah.
Oh.
She had apparently.
Is it Killers? It's probably Killers.
Killers.
Yeah, the spy movie she did with Ashton Kutcher.
I have no freaking idea.
Who knows?
It's just, and then
did she direct it?
No.
Write it?
No, she was in the movie. That's all I know.
Okay, well, I don't know.
And then I heard that Popeye is no longer happening.
Yeah,
they got canceled. They scrapped it.
Yeah, because the guy that they had gotten, like one of the producers or I guess the art designer or whatever, he left because their views of what the movie was going to be were both different.
Yeah.
So then the studio just scrapped the whole idea.
It wasn't just Popeye though, because something else got canceled too. What was it?
I can't remember.
To the Google. Wait.
Yeah, no internet here.
Well, no, Nick still has the internet.
I don't know what else was canceled than that.
Anyway. To the internet. I have my phone. I forgot.
To the phone internet.
To the phone-ernet.
So yeah,
I try not to keep my phone too close just because of the mic. You never know what'll.
So I watched Whiplash this past week.
Oh yeah, Whiplash.
That was a good movie.
Oh, I know it won some awards.
It won a couple of Oscars. Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Like, and that was that movie. It's like it gave me anxiety. I was so like it's so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And so like.
And he's describing the plot to me, and I was like, that's my life.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, you will probably like connect a lot more with this movie than I did. I was just more like, Jesus, this is.
Yeah. Well, have either of you guys seen Birdman yet?
No, I haven't seen Birdman.
Birdman. Oh yeah. No, I'm not gonna see that movie. It lied to me.
Why is that?
It's not a movie about Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Oh, see, I was thinking maybe it was going to be that.
That was the first thing I thought of when I saw that.
That's exactly what I thought.
Like, and then I read the synopsis of the movie and who's in it and everything like that, and I was like, gosh, Michael Keaton would make a really good Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
I've never seen that show, so I can't have preference.
Okay, so I was wrong. Nothing else got canceled with it, but he said it does say he was working on Hotel Transylvania 2, which is still predicted to be released. So.
Yeah, well, that's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah,
which is weird.
I don't know.
It didn't need to be made.
Care about that.
So it's just really, it's a bad thing. I feel really bad because I was looking forward to the Popeye movie.
I was too. I haven't seen a good Popeye anything in a very long while.
Well, yeah, it's it's kind of like the Betty Boop.
Awesome animated shows that you guys need to watch. First of all, Gravity Falls. Duh.
I've seen Gravity Falls.
Second show that I just recently found, Steven Universe on Cartoon Network.
Oh yeah. No. I love that freaking show.
Like I just recently ran into it this weekend.
It's crazy
and I just been binge watching it. And I'm like,
it's astonishing.
Where have I been?
Yeah, this show has been like advertised as being the best show that nobody's watching. So
yeah. Which is exactly what is happening.
But apparently, I was reading up recently, it has just shot up on views.
Yeah,
it's just recently got really popular.
Like,
it's surprisingly like really deep and
it's
good.
Really watchable.
You want to know
how stupid it is?
You want to know how I found it? Because I was watching Gravity Falls. I've been watching it since season 1.
Sure.
And then like on my YouTube feed, it popped up with this, and it was Garnet and that orange girl, whatever her name was, facing against each other.
Yeah.
And I watched that, and I was like, I need to see more of this.
Garnet is the orange one.
Yeah. Garnet's the black one. Yeah.
Garnet's the black one.
Yeah.
With the gloves.
Yeah. But she was facing against someone else wearing like a.
Oh, that's nope. Forgot her name.
And that's I just saw this one clip and I'm like,
I think it's Amy.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's Amy.
I was like, I need to watch.
You've got the Google.
You've
got the Google. It's the STD that keeps on giving.
To the internet.
STD?
That keeps on giving.
Anyway.
But I mean, I was amazed, and I've been watching a little more of it, and I'm just...
My problem which is weird, because it started off really, like, goofy, like, odd.
Yeah.
It was.
Gave me a very Bee and Puppycat sort of feeling.
Yeah, it's very much
that
like
show.
that. And then all of a sudden it just clicks into this weird, like, pseudo sci-fi
space adventure thing.
Pretty much.
Oh man, but that show was like, I've been watching it and I'm just like, this is actually good.
Yeah.
Like those shows don't come around very often.
Yeah.
And I'm sad that I've been missing it.
Yeah, but I've been missing a lot of Cartoon Network stuff since I got rid of my cable.
Cartoon Network has been...
Well, I mean, recently Cartoon Network hasn't really showed anything good. Except for Adventure Time.
That's not true.
I actually find Gumball very watchable.
Gumball is hilarious.
Yeah, people like Gumball, but...
And then Regular Show I find hilarious also.
Regular Show...
It's a stoner comedy.
It's a stoner comedy set in the 80s about two guys who are so high. One of them thinks he's a blue jay, the other one thinks he's a raccoon.
It's not set in the 80s.
I am convinced.
It's not set in the 80s.
You said
you've been reading up on too many fan theories.
They're retro, dude. That's all they are. They went back to the 80s through a cell phone. Don't judge me.
So they did go back in time to the 80s.
Yeah.
So it's set in the fucking 80s.
It's not set in the 80s. They go back in time all the time. Because time...
I haven't seen enough of that show.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't do drugs
I find that show really
often.
funny. That one and... Yeah, but there's a lot of really good stuff. Ninjago's on there and I can't watch any of that yet.
Yeah. I feel bad because like Disney animation is terrible now, and I'll go ahead and use that as a transition into Big Hero 6 because we've all seen that movie.
Okay. I know your opinion is different from mine. I love the hell out of that movie.
You love the hell out of that movie?
I love the hell out of that movie.
Okay, first of all, it's fine. It's fine the way it is. It's not Frozen.
Oh yeah, it's not Frozen.
Which I can appreciate.
I thought it was okay.
It was only okay is the thing.
See, I love it.
It's not the phenomenon that everybody's making it out to be.
Yeah, it didn't deserve the Oscar, I don't think.
And here's why.
What Oscar did it get?
It got Best Animated Picture.
Which is stupid.
Over the Lego movie.
Which wasn't
didn't
even
nominated.
That was garbage.
That
was garbage.
Yeah, that is kind of crappy.
It's kind of like how Brave.
I know they had
Wreck-It Ralph for that Oscar. That was garbage.
I know they had some stop motion in that movie, and that may have what got it canceled. So. But I mean, that is kind of garbage, though.
No, that's not even true because the Box Trolls is full on stop motion, and that got nominated.
Oh, really? Is Box Trolls full on stop motion?
Yes, it's made by the
Lego
Leica
movie isn't even
company.
Stop motion; it's just an effect. Then they gave the movie because it's all CG.
Yeah.
Well, that is really a shame though that it didn't even get nominated.
Yeah.
That deserved at least a nomination.
Yeah. I liked a lot of things in there. There were a lot of things that I didn't like. I didn't like the first scene.
He hated that first scene, man.
Really?
And
I didn't like it at all. It was the most predictable thing I've ever seen. Like I knew exactly what was going to happen throughout that entire scene. I couldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then the brother, I think, is miscast. Because he sounds like a 40-year-old man, and it bothers me. It takes me out of the movie every time he talks.
Yeah, sounds like Kiefer Sutherland.
Actually, I thought he sounded like Jeff Bridges. It was weird.
That's so odd.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a private residence, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It just doesn't make... And then, I don't like the aunt at all. I found her unbelievably annoying.
I don't think anybody liked the aunt, but she was never hardly in there.
No, so. I know people who like the aunt. The favorite Disney character ever, and I'm like...
I did like Baymax, though. Baymax was nice.
Yeah, well, everybody loves Baymax.
Yeah.
No.
He was hilarious.
Not everybody.
I thought he was hilarious.
No, here's the real question.
Yo.
What did you think of Fred?
I hate Fred.
Okay.
I hate him too. My only problem with him is that it's a nice idea. I just hate the fact that he keeps pointing out all the comic book stuff that's in the movie.
Not to mention he shouldn't even be there.
It felt really insulting to me. He was like, it's a revenge story. I was like, shut up, Fred.
We know.
We understand.
We've seen it. We've been through the journey.
Well, since we're close to comics, the variant cover of Batman or Batgirl, whatever.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
The Joker thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should it be removed? Yes or no?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
haven't read the book, so I
You want me to show you it?
Yeah, show it to me.
Okay.
It's like this weird rapist.
Okay, so for those who don't know, in the cover, Joker is dressed in The Last Laugh. Last Laugh is the issue where Batgirl gets shot and becomes Oracle.
Okay.
So, in this cover...
Oh, this is 52. That's because... Yeah, okay. Yeah. 52 is like their reboot. They washed away everything prior.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So everything in this new 52 is all redone. It's all new.
Sure.
And so, in this cover, he's wearing the suit from Last Laugh. And it's a Batgirl. And he's holding a gun and everything.
Yeah.
And people think that this cover should be removed.
Why?
Because it's insulting
to
women.
How?
I don't know.
Is it because she's having her period on her face?
No, because it's like rape or something like that.
Yeah, it's like visualizing like
definitely rape. Not getting that impression. Also, Joker is not a rapist.
Second of all, it's the Joker. Who would not be scared shitless in the hands of the Joker?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's okay. So
I think to give it because I haven't read the book, so I don't know what the context is. So I don't know if that's.
I don't know. I'm getting the sort of he. Because he loves, like, if you read any of the original comics with any of the interaction between Joker and Barbara, that he loves making fun of her about shooting her in the spine.
Oh,
yeah,
he loves bringing that up.
Oh yeah, every time.
That's his go-to move. So that's what I'm getting out of that cover is that he's mocking her.
Well, see, the thing is, he hasn't shot her yet.
Oh, okay.
See, but the people are just like, oh, look, he's wearing the suit and she's crying and it's horrible and
yeah,
you should remove this cover because it's horrible.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I think it's someone who's in the hands of the Joker and is scared shitless.
Okay. Given all the context and what we know about the Batman story and the Oracle story and everything like that.
Well, I mean,
again, that's another thing. Like, people who have no idea about what's happening in the book are the people who are actually having a problem with this.
Exactly.
Like, they don't know any of the lore. They don't know why, Joker and Barbara have that give and take. They just, all they see is what they want to see, and that's horrible. That's a horrible thing.
I
to
agree
fight
with
against.
that. I agree with that kind.
And I'm just mad that this is what you're gonna take off the cover because people are upset.
Yeah,
people are offended by anything nowadays. You drop a hat
true.
and someone cries.
I say release it, and then they can bomb the studio.
Well, see, this is a variant cover.
Too soon.
This is a variant cover. There are gonna be other covers. If you don't like the cover, don't buy it.
The comic, yeah.
You can buy a different cover. Simple as that.
It is not the world's responsibility to censor for you.
Yeah,
that is a hard fact of life.
The feminist thing that we talked about a couple of weeks ago about, like, if it's not intended for you, then you shouldn't be insulted by it.
That's okay.
And see, the cover is completely almost
That's not the
nostalgic.
I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
No offense.
Sure.
But see, the cover is almost in its way nostalgic. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely reminiscent.
Yeah.
And so, and the thing is, if it happens like it did, back then, she'll become Oracle again.
Yeah.
And Oracle is like one of the best things to happen to comics.
To Batman.
In a long time, yeah.
Ever.
Like, he'd be dead a lot of times if not for her.
Going back to Big Hero 6 for a minute,
Sorry,
I have a problem with that movie, and I'd like to see what you say to this.
Okay.
There's the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible.
When did he do the thing? When did he put the chip in the thing?
In the glove.
I don't get it.
In the glove? That was the one question I had at the end of the movie. For all I know, he sent it through somehow. And I don't know.
It's really, it's a what do they call that? It's where they cheat.
Oh.
To give it an ending.
Because you can't kill Baymax.
Well, yeah, you can. It's a robot.
I understood that. I just didn't understand the point. Like, because we saw everything.
What my ending would have been would to completely remake Baymax.
Yeah.
Just like his brother. That would have been the best ending ever.
I guess.
Yeah, but you kind of saw in that movie how difficult that was for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the end.
Oh, by the way, Abigail,
She should be dead.
Yeah.
She
that
should
completely steps
be
on
dead.
all the movie was trying to teach.
Okay, see here's what I wanted to bring up to you last. This is what I told you. Like, everybody in this movie gets a happy ending except Hero.
Yeah.
In reality, he gets the short end of the stick, and it's so horrible.
I don't get it. It doesn't, like, because it ruins the message of the entire film.
Yeah.
Having Abigail stay alive.
Yeah, and
that ultimately leads to the whole Baymax thing, which doesn't make any sense.
Which means, of course, that the initial conflict, which is the fire of the building...
Because then the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, and then the Fire Nation attacked is literally the explanation that we're given. Because nobody caused it. The business dude didn't cause it. The professor didn't cause it.
It just happened.
It just happened. And then he decided to take them because...
Yeah.
I don't know. He was going to die. Like, it would have been freaking... I don't even... Okay.
I still...
I dislike the movie. It's fine the way it is.
I thought it was okay.
I really enjoyed the movie still. I mean, there is some plot holes, and there's no denying that. And there's no way, as myself, I'm not going to defend it in any sort of way.
The
in those
actual
ways.
team, and this is the problem I have with Guardians of the Galaxy. There's not enough of the actual team in the movie.
That is true.
They also suck.
They also really suck.
But there is a sequel.
They're really
There's
terrible.
There's always room in this sequel.
They're not good at what they do.
Like, we never got that moment where they finally, pulled together and become a team, which I thought is where the movie was going right before they went all Iron Giant on us.
The way it looked like, it was just like they were all learning their power abilities.
That's actually my favorite scene of the movie. When Baymax goes completely Coda and beats the shit out of everybody.
Spoilers.
I told you. Anyway, ignore him.
Ignore me.
Bigger movie news that I'm actually happy to talk about. Play it.
Yeah, I love this thing.
I love it so much.
It's amazing.
Oh man, now we gotta pause it because copyright.
Okay. So yeah, this is happening. Okay,
I saw the posters. What scared me was that there was a rocket launcher in one of them.
I didn't look at the posters at all because I was really skeptical about the
because there was a poster with the rocket launcher. And I'm like, no, don't, bad, drop it.
Yeah,
stick to the story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
It's crazy because like I saw that trailer, the footage that you posted on Facebook. This looks amazing. This thing looks amazing.
It looks
wow.
It looks glorious.
It looks great, man. And this looks exactly like the anime, down to the birds.
Right?
Whose idea was that, man? Like I saw the birds and immediately I like flashed back to the opening of the first episode. It was like and then there's like Aaron. You know why he's there, and Mikasa's also in the trailer. My favorite shot though is when they have the guy and he's in the full gear and does the sword thing. I thought that was badass.
Okay, I will have one complaint that someone else did bring up in Rooster Teeth.
Sure.
I think it was Meg, and that I didn't quite catch on until she said it, and I was like, oh yeah. This place is supposed to be the last place known to humanity, mixed with all races, and Mika-san being the only Asian left.
Oh. Okay.
There is nobody but Asian people in this town.
That's true. But that's how it is in the show, isn't it? No, it's not.
No, they can clearly state.
Pretty sure Levi's Asian, but...
I know, right?
Thanks.
Get out.
I'm contributing.
Okay.
Get out.
Anyway.
I haven't seen Attack on Titan. If that wasn't clear...
I'll show it to you
pretty
later.
great.
You can't show it to me
It's
later.
amazing.
Yeah, like, man, I've not been so hooked because, like, as soon as I watched the opening of the first episode, I was locked in.
Really?
Well, I'm not gonna spoil any for anybody who hasn't seen it. But you notice how they did not show Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Aaron.
It's crazy because, like, the movie. I heard it described this way because I was watching other people talk about this. I think it was pretty much it. And one of them was describing the show to the people who hadn't seen it. And he said it's like Game of Thrones with Spider-Man ninjas mixed with Godzilla.
Spider-Man.
That is the best explanation.
Which is a pretty bitch. Like that's exactly what the show is.
I wouldn't know how to explain it any better.
Yeah.
Well then,
is there something that they call the swords? Because like I'm pretty sure that they call them something different.
They're called the
I just call them
sabers.
swords. I don't know what
okay.
they're probably called something.
I just call them 3D maneuver gear because it's just badass. And
that's what the whole system
That shot was amazing, and I love that. It was just crazy.
And then we're getting the game, and then...
Are we getting a game?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun. Hopefully it's not like the Amazing Spider-Man games.
Those games suck. And
But, hey, we're getting the movie, and it actually looks decent.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask this to you. So, with the anime being as popular as it is among Japanese and American audiences, would you think that
you're going to ask me if it's going to be subbed?
If it should be subbed for American audiences, or if they're going to do an American remake?
Okay. If they're smart, they'll sub the shit out of this.
I would sub it too.
That's like money in their pockets.
But they have done this where they've made American remakes before.
And see, that's what I'm afraid. That's what I'm afraid of. Because I mean, as America, we like to ruin the first movie that is imported to us.
Well,
Godzilla being the first example. Yeah, that's no.
Okay.
So if it gets handed over to us, it better be someone who's damn well known with the lore.
Because I kept thinking about like we've had the Dragon Ball Evolution movie, which was terrible.
There's another example.
Yeah.
No.
And so I just thought like because I would prefer it to be just subbed, but do you think that they would ever make an American remake?
No, the possibility is really high.
Of Dragon Ball?
No. Of Attack on Titan.
You both suck.
Hey.
What?
Legend of Zelda on Netflix, full series.
Seriously?
Yes.
Not even lying.
That is happening.
You know, I've still never played one of those games all the way through. I started which one? Ocarina of Time.
I'm sorry, because Ocarina of Time is just so long and
it
takes a lot of work.
I agree. I am slowly finding out, but I also have Majora's Mask, so I'm gonna play.
That's not even better.
No, but those are supposed to be the best in the series.
Debatable, but yes.
Well, from the poll that I took.
The 1-person poll?
Yeah. The only poll that counts is mine.
But yeah, I don't know which Zelda or Legend of Zelda, where this is going to take place, when it's going to be, and I swear to God...
Hyrule.
No.
Hyrule.
I mean, which game?
It's going to take place in Hyrule.
No, which game?
That's about all I know.
No, it's going to be new. It's going to be OC. Original content.
Oh, okay.
You know what? They'll be dumb enough, and they'll go...
Don't look at me
they'll take the whole animated version route.
Yeah.
They'll take that lore, and I'll just be like, oh my God.
Alright, so...
I don't think they will. It's crazy.
They're stupid enough to do
I
it.
left the room just now, and you guys were talking about Attack on Titan, so I went to go get my water bottle.
Hey, Attack on Titan is one of the best animes I've seen up to date.
I could care less, but the point of this story is I'm in my room and I can hear I hear you talking about something, and you were like, they're gonna do this, and Emilio goes, I would suck it, and you go, I would suck it too, and I went, what?
Sub it is what we said.
Sub it?
Yeah.
Subtitles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Because
That's
I was
not what
asking
I heard.
him, what would be better for them to sub this movie and release it in America, or would it be better to make an American remake? Because, I mean, the closest example that I can come up with is The Grandmaster, which is terrible. It's a movie that is technically an American remake because it was presented by Martin Scorsese, but it's awful. It's way worse than the Ip Man films.
Hold on. Wait. It was presented by Martin Scorsese?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. I didn't know that bit.
Yeah.
It
was all over the trailers.
It's the fourth one, right?
It's the fifth one.
Fifth.
It's the fifth movie because in China they actually made like 4 Ip Man films.
Yeah.
The first
Ip Man
two,
franchise.
well, the first one is the best, but yeah.
And
then they slowly start to decline in quality. The fourth one is actually really bad, but it's fun to watch.
the second one is only like a half step down, though.
Yeah.
And
So another
is in the movie, so that's cool.
So another shit news. Apparently, this plane was taking off from London to somewhere else, and into 30 minutes of the flight, they had to turn the plane around and go back and land back at the station, because apparently someone took such a massive dump that the smell didn't go away.
Okay. Wow. It sucks to be that guy.
First world problem.
They didn't release who the guy was
Is
or
his
who
ass
was.
no longer allowed on planes?
I'd put him on the
That
no
would,
fly.
yeah. Like, he doesn't have to be on the no-fly list, just his ass. He can put it under the plane with everything else.
I think he's not allowed to take shits on the plane anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy
That's
is.
pretty funny.
I don't know where he was. I don't know.
That's a terrible story. That's almost as bad as the Kevin James thing.
Like, literally, I went to Facebook and put it on Coleman's Facebook page. I literally said, "What did you do?"
Oh, is that what that was? Yeah.
What did you do?
I saw that. That was pretty funny.
That's pretty goddamn hilarious.
So yeah, apparently that was a thing that happened. What do you have to eat to take a shit that lingers around for like
Taco
30
Bell.
minutes?
That's what you have to have.
Taco-
Or you know what? Airport Burger King.
Sure.
And
Okay.
I say that the airport had a Burger King because I watched the terminal.
It does have a Burger King.
Yep,
have
they
one.
do.
Did
They have
you
a
really?
McDonald's and
Yeah.
Burger
Oh,
King.
that's amazing.
So in
that's
other
hilarious.
kidnapping news,
Kidnapping. We have kidnapping news now?
wait, listen to the full story. Don't
right.
say a thing till this is done. So apparently, a mother, a father, the grandmother, and a child kidnapper got together to kidnap their son to teach him a lesson about stranger danger. So they kidnapped this boy.
These people are gonna end up shot, aren't they?
Just wait. So they kidnapped this boy. This guy goes up to this boy and says, "Hey, get in my car." Boy gets in the car. Takes this boy to this house, blindfolds him, tells him he's going to sell him into the sex slave trade. Takes off, apparently the grandmother, all the family's there, they apparently take off his pants and everything and just like hang him in the basement. And then I don't know how long he was down there or what else happened. Eventually they took the blindfold off and brought him upstairs and explained to him the stranger dangers of what could happen.
That sounds like a hate crime.
That's not what it sounds like.
Okay.
That sounds like child abuse.
They never hit the boy or anything.
There's different forms of abuse. Read a dictionary.
Emotional scars.
Emotional scarring, yeah, I know. So in your guys' opinion,
Yo,
was this like the stupidest idea you've ever heard or the most ingenious idea you've ever heard?
It.
Because think about it, he got in this guy's car.
that's true. He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
However,
let's just think about this
and
for
a
a second.
child. What do you mean, and a child? And like a baby, like a teenager,
Like a 6-year-old.
like a 6-year-old was like, "Yeah, this will be super funny." Can I throw a water balloon at him?
Like this 6-year-old child got into this
They
car.
hung him in the basement. What the hell does that mean?
You know, rope
Like by
tied-
the neck?
No, tied him
by
up.
his arms.
Oh,
Wrists.
Oh,
Yeah. Not by the neck. What the hell?
That's
Hey,
murder.
that's what I'm saying. I was like, what?
Yeah, and then just left him in the basement, took off his
I feel like a slideshow would have been more beneficial and less mentally scarring than this.
I don't know. I've always been,
Or at least watch Taken.
right.
I mean,
That's really simple.
that obviously the
You
boy
know,
went
if
and
you
told.
really want to go hardcore, you can make him watch Hostel.
I mean, this boy obviously went and told principals and school
Right.
teachers, and of course, families in jail now.
Yeah.
Because abuse and such.
But, yeah. So, but I mean, in all honesty,
They were like,
this
what?
idea
This
was
is how our parents trained us.
shit. I would teach my kid the hard way.
Yeah.
But
No,
instead
but
of
That's
actually,
like a Viva.
That's why you're
Viva
never-
but I
Vendetta
wouldn't take it as
reproduce.
far as to take off his
That
pants. or anything.
that's something that like they were watching V for Vendetta when they came up with that idea.
So like, I mean,
You don't
but if it
remember?
was me,
Yes, I remember.
I wouldn't actually get a child kidnapper to do it. I'd get like a friend.
Like a friend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that's even dangerous.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that police officers do that. I think that's a service that they provide.
Yeah, the scared straight thing. Yeah, that's police.
Yeah,
Like
but that's
that-
for
police
like
control.
That's for like jail, but I'm talking about like posing as a kidnapper.
What do you mean, like Malibu's Most Wanted?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
that.
Uh,
But, you know.
I don't know, but I mean, honestly, I mean, this kid didn't didn't take their advice because he still got in the damn guy's car.
Yeah.
I would never get into anybody's car that I don't fucking know.
Well,
that depends.
Do they have candy?
But nobody would kidnap me.
okay.
They wouldn't kidnap me.
Pretty sure they
there
would.
are some weird ass people out there. I am willing to argue that.
Yeah, but there's weird ass people right in front of you.
Yeah.
Hello.
That is a good point.
Yeah. Well, as long as we're talking about weird shit, so the Scarface remake has a writer.
That has been officiated.
This is not going to exist. I refuse to believe it.
It's a thing that's happening.
No, it's not happening.
It's going to happen.
He should play Alex.
You do know that movie was a remake also, right?
No, I don't believe it.
Scarface?
Yeah.
No, it's not a remake.
That was a remake?
Yeah, of like a 30s film.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Nope, don't believe it. Not
you know who should direct it? Tarantino.
Apparently it's going to be about a Mexican. So there's that.
Oh, he's not.
Yeah, we're also getting.
Yeah.
Is it modernized?
Well, I mean, because like in the first one, in like the original, he was like Italian.
Oh.
And they changed him to Cuban in the 70s one, and then now they're changing him to Mexican.
Because it's hard for Mexicans to get into America?
I don't know what the story's going to be.
That's what I was thinking. Like, are they going to do a cartel story? Because that's... Like,
Probably.
There were... Well...
But it's going to be the same person who's writing Straight Outta Compton, so there's that.
And I actually do want to see this film.
Hey, I'm watching How I Met Your Mother.
Why?
Yeah.
Because apparently it's the best shit ever.
I couldn't get behind that premise.
I started watching Parks and Rec for that reason.
Huh?
I started watching Parks and Rec for that reason.
Okay, like I'm in 8 episodes and I'm actually laughing. So
really,
well, I couldn't get behind that premise as a TV show.
Yeah,
I mean the premise is just so stupid, and I could do without the narrating and all that shit.
The narrative,
yeah. It's just like, let me tell you a story of How I Met Your Mother. It's gonna last 8 seasons of regular running 20-minute episodes.
Hey, 9 seasons.
Okay, I don't care.
Nobody cares.
I just couldn't get behind it. Like, I watched the first episode and I was like, oh no, this is because I just
that's what I did. I watched
like
the first
idea because by the end of that he's like, and that's how I met your Aunt Robin, and I was like, no, I can't do this.
That's how I was. I watched the first episode and I was just like, no,
I can't do it.
I couldn't do it. And then of course I started working at Fox, and you know that show's on, and I'm just like. I'm laughing because it's actually pretty damn funny. I'm like, I might as well just watch the show.
I mean, you have Jason Segel and Neil Patrick Harris in a TV show. Of course, it's gonna be funny.
Fair enough.
I mean, so I'm like, I might as well just watch the show because I'm actually
also Allison Hannigan's also
laughing.
pretty funny.
Yeah, she's actually.
And I mean, like this first season is just. I think the first season is like the hardest part to get through the show. I think the good stuff actually comes in the later seasons because I'm watching them at work, and it's actually pretty damn good.
So I don't know.
But I mean, that's pretty sad if you can't like.
I've given up on the concept that any show can get better after the first season. After I watched the first season of Glee and Breaking Bad, they're both terrible.
You don't like Breaking Bad?
I don't like Breaking Bad at all, and I think it's because they built up a whole lot for the end of the season, and that finale didn't cash in. Neither did the season.
Well, I mean, because
I hate the interaction.
It's like Walking Dead, though. You know, they had so many episodes to be like, look, this is gonna work. Here's the thing.
I don't thoroughly enjoy watching Bryan Cranston and what's his name, Aaron Paul.
But see,
bitch at each other for an hour.
But here's the thing about Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, and stuff like that. Like, you know, shows that have 6 episodes.
Sure.
These are shows that were already filmed and brought to the station. Keep that in mind because
brought to the station. Okay, so they're pre-made seasons.
Yes, because they're trying to be like, this show's good. Please accept it and show it on your station so I can make lots and lots of money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how pilots work.
And so if the station likes it, they'll be like, okay, we'll put it on TV, and if it does well, we'll give you the money to make more seasons.
Yeah, make more episodes.
I watched for a long time. I think I at least got through season 3 of Breaking Bad, and it didn't get better, and so I gave up on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it like, you know, trudging through the 6th season of Dexter into season 7?
Here's
no, because there's no payoff.
There's no hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's what I have to say about it because I completely watched the entire show.
Sure.
I enjoyed it. The writing's really good. I mean, the arguments are completely stupid. I am not going to deny to that.
All of the show is made up of arguments to where you hate everybody. Like, at least I did. I hated everybody. I hated his wife. I hated his brother-in-law. I hated his sister-in-law. I hated everybody they worked with.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to feel about it, though.
You're supposed to hate all of these characters. They all fucking suck.
Because they're all jackasses. They're all
for everybody in a season. It's horrible.
Because they're all jackasses.
Yeah.
Because that's how they all... Here, let me just explain each character.
It's like Dominic and
First,
Chase.
you have the Bryan Cranston.
Well, I mean,
the main character, right?
I am going to watch this show, so there's that.
Well, let me just explain the character. Because first you have the brother, or the main character, Bryan Cranston. You know,
he plays.
He's the
physics teacher.
He's the physics teacher who gets cancer and wants to make money.
Oh, he gets cancer.
Yeah. He gets cancer and he decides he wants to make money to leave behind for his family, so he starts making meth and dealing with this former student of his who's apparently a huge, drug dealer.
Druggie.
Kind of.
Is that Jesse Pinkman?
Yes,
Jesse Pinkman.
That would be Jesse Pinkman. And
who is
horrible.
Who is like the most retarded person.
He's an idiot. It's horrible. Like, it's frustrating to watch.
Like when it's like literally the show is like showing you like, see, this is what happens when you do drugs. Because after he literally rehabilitates himself, his character becomes the most smartest fucking person ever.
It's horrible.
I'm just like, oh my god.
It's not good. And then
you have the DEA brother.
PSA.
No, because they treat all the drugs oddly.
But see, look, this is what I'm saying, you know, because
it's good.
It's greatly written, but that's what you get from the character. That's what it's trying to portray you. Then you have the DEA brother, who is the loyal, good-hearted Samaritan of the law, who follows it like 100% and won't take any crap from anybody.
And he's also got a really thick Texas accent.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Like, and at the end of the season, you're just like, just let it go, man.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's stupid. Then you have his wife.
Okay.
The DA's wife.
Which is Walter's wife, Skylar's sister. I think her name is Marie. And I hated this character so much, I asked Nathaniel to grab a dog from Skyrim, name it Marie, put it in a sack, and throw it in the ocean.
She is a kleptomaniac. Is that right?
Yes, kleptomaniac.
So, she steals just random shit. Just because. Okay.
And sees nothing wrong with it. Absolutely nothing.
And will lie till her.
She has no sympathy for anything. And I'm just like, God damn it, Skylar, just beat the crap out of her. And give us what we want. Because almost every episode, Jesse gets his ass kicked.
Yeah, but here's another thing
it's that bad.
Here's another thing about Marie. Here's another thing about Marie. She is so high on a fucking pedestal that that literally, if anybody else, by God, does wrong, they are the worst fucking person.
Yeah, it's not good. Like, she's the vaccinations cause autism lady.
Oh,
that's how to describe her character.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And I guess it's a good thing that she can't actually reproduce. At least I hope not.
But the thing is, that's why I say it's well scripted, because you know who these characters are, you know they're fucking all bunch of dickholes, and that's why it has great script writing.
But that's why I don't root for them
the show,
at all. Like,
yeah,
Walter
there's nobody
wants to make money, and you're like, why should I root for you? You're a complete asshole.
And like by the end of the show, you're just like, why doesn't everybody just die?
Shut the fuck up, yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen at the end of season 2.
The show, I really thought it was great. Its praise was pretty.
Not well deserved.
I thought it was all right, well deserved.
I disagree.
The most of the show really is made up of just arguments, and you like if you just skip past the arguments, you don't even have to know what they say, and just get to the good stuff.
It gets so repetitive. Like, you're making meth. You're a bitch. Okay.
No, just seeing Walter. Just seeing Walter and his wife are like the worst.
Well, that's who gets the most screen time.
Well, I mean, it's just that their arguments are so.
I actually felt really bad for Hank.
Okay.
The DEA brother.
The DEA agent.
Okay.
He's Walter's brother-in-law, and I felt really bad for him because he does mean well.
In his way, yeah, he does mean well.
He does mean well, and just everything that Marie puts him through is bullshit. I hate her for a lot of different reasons.
Another thing about Marie, she just doesn't shut up. Like, I shit you not, she doesn't shut up. Like you hear those people like just shut up, and then like they're just so insulted. Like no, really, just stop talking. You're making things worse.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will get to this show. My schedule for watching TV right now is I'm gonna finish No Game No Life, then I'm gonna watch Bates Motel.
It's awesome.
Well, you need to hurry up with No Game No Life because Attack on Titan is starting up here.
And then I'll get to Breaking Bad. And thank you.
I say skip it.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah. It's not worth it.
No, don't skip. Don't skip it unless you want to see some at least pretty good.
It's one of those things where
I don't think it's written all that well.
No, I think it's written like amazingly.
I disagree.
And at the end, I think it finishes out.
I will.
That's not
okay.
That's
fine.
not good enough.
I will at least watch the first season and give you my thoughts on it.
Okay.
Because I mean,
do that.
There's a lot of things where like I'll watch the first episode of something and it'll immediately grab me. That happened with Dexter. That happened with Bates Motel.
Yeah.
That happened with No Game No Life. And also to Attack on Titan.
Did it happen with Hannibal? Did you watch season 1 with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw the first episode. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go buy season 2 and watch that.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be beast.
Well, man, we have to wrap it up because we're over. We're a little over on time.
How far over are we?
Like a good 10 minutes.
Oh, that's it.
You guys bitched about that.
For a while, yeah. I apologize. I hate that show, and I don't see why people like it. I don't care for it. I do.
I know we're gonna have conflicting opinions about it.
Always.
I'll check it out.
But that's healthy.
Yeah,
it's okay to have differing opinions.
But see, at least I'm not like other people who are in denial. Like, no, like this is God, praise it. And I'm like, no. Tell people it's false. Yeah. Tell people it's false.
Like Frozen.
Like Frozen. Frozen and Big Hero 6. Do not argue that it's God, because it has its mistakes.
Big Hero 6 isn't even close. Like, I knew nothing about this movie. I didn't even know it had come out. And then, all of a sudden, my girlfriend asked me to watch it on DVD, and I was like, okay. And we watched it, and
She was really pissed at us.
Who was
after we both saw that movie?
Haley?
Yeah.
After we both saw that movie, she was really pissed. Because we didn't like it as much as she did. She's
we
like,
didn't like it.
Yeah. And she was like, "Well, why can't you just let all that stuff go? It's cute." And I was like, "No, it's stupid. This is ugh."
Oh man.
Anyway.
Okay. That's the end of the podcast.
Is it the end?
Yeah.
It is.
I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Well,
it's my birthday.
Don't worry. We'll be back next week.
Yeah.
We will be back next
with
Sunday.
another Tales of Adventures.
Yeah, with Tales of Adventures, because we won't get an episode, I may have mentioned, for Dino Charge. I almost said Supercharge.
And for people who are wondering what happened to like that 1 week we were gone, we had a problem with the spring break and Nick leaving his dorms. And then episode 5, I think is what it is.
Episode 5 is not good. I ended up editing it, and I'll have you listen to it. If you think it's good enough to upload, then you might.
You could show it to me. We have an echo problem with that. I think I may be able to get rid of it.
Okay.
Right. You can fool with that.
If you guys were if you guys are missing like the week, we are sorry. We're trying to adjust to like new rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can have an actual set up place here soon.
Yeah.
That we can do it. That's air conditioned.
Yeah. Well, we have air conditioning. Somebody wanted to turn it off.
We would hear it in the mic so bad.
You're in the mic.
But anyways, just to y'all let you know, because I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah.
We do have a friend who may or may not be starting a YouTube channel. And as soon as that happens, you can go to the My Friends I Hate Facebook page, and I will show a link to it, and you guys can may or may not check that out. It all depends on how she feels.
And we may or may not be back next week, and we may or may not be hit by a bus.
Okay. I'm just because I'm always excited when a friend always starts up a YouTube channel because I always find it fun, and I always like having.
There are a couple of friends of mine who wanted to start a YouTube channel. I don't know if they have yet.
And I'm always happy to help any of y'all with anything.
Sure. Yeah.
So I always get excited, and YouTube is like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So and by the way, for those who don't know, if you go to My Friends I Hate at youtube.com/myfriendsihate. I have uploaded my audition for the Less Than Famous panel, and I would love if y'all would check that out, like it, share it on Facebook, Twitter. I think that's actually another proud video of mine. I actually really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed it. It was one of my well-edited ones that I enjoyed. So check that out, and you could also find me on Twitter at myfriendsihate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friends I hate, like you guys.
I hate you guys.
Thank you. I'm Nick, aka IronBat1993. You can check out my reviews of the episodes of Power Rangers Dino Charge.
Definitely check out episode 6.
Episode 6 review.
That's his best one, I'm not going to lie.
It's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
You're listening to you, man, it's hilarious.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, I honestly think it's one of your best reviews because you were so into it.
Yeah. You hated that episode.
Yeah, I did. But yeah, you can also follow me on IronBat1993 on Twitter. So yeah, there's that.
And you can follow me, but I'll call the cops.
His address is...
My address is 123 No Exceptions Boulevard.
Okay.
And I will see you, Mons, in the power.
Don't you dare combine our
Alpha, Rita's escaped. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
I'll see you, Mons, next time.
May the power protect you.
Stay cool.